5-year plan. You gotta schedule celebrations in your 5-year plan. You're gonna have several revelations in your first 5 days. In your first 5 minutes, have your first 5 fans. For like 45 minutes, take your first shift break. There's no time for impatience in your 5-year plan. You got time for hesitation in your 5-year plan. A lot of shit came at you in a 5-year span. If you followed your flight plan, you'd be right here praying. Eyes closed, right now saying, Lord of Lords, I know you gave abundantly, even gave up your son for me. No need for sacrificing my plans. And I love to say your name that come from my diaphragm. I just had to scare them off and draw a line in the sand. Anything you gave to me, they couldn't pry from my hands. Anything you gave to me, I know it's right for my brand. I know shortcuts cut short, long runs. I seen niggas on one, try the wrong one. Get drunk, sing the same song, Kim Jong swung. Giant mistakes on feet, 5-0 numb. Glad to keep both of them. You got time for misstepping. Time for them weapons. Form but not prosper. Time for them lessons. Time for them blessings. Time for first, second, third, fourth impressions. Time for reflection. Time for confession. Time will heal all. Let's get a good stretch in. Things that's in the way of my goal. Things that eat away at my heart. That's just the way of the art. I know that I had a good start. I wish I could play a guitar. I know that I'm gonna be better than I ever was. I told them they're gonna see. I just want everybody.
Good evening. Who is on? Who is on? Good evening, good morning. Aunt Sheena, hello. How are you? Thank you for joining. I hope you are well. Who is on? Please type in the comments. Tell me who you are so I can give you an appropriate greeting. What is going on? Good evening. It is a beautiful Monday morning here. And hopefully a beautiful Sunday evening for you guys. Most of you guys, I'll say. Aunt Sheena, how are you? Aunt Sheena, I'm thinking about bringing you on the camera. You want to get on this live? Do you want to get on this live with me? That's kind of risky business. You are a lot of trouble, Aunt Sheena. I love you. Okay, that's good. Okay, yeah, you're funny. That's all I can say is you are super funny. I miss you. How are you, Aunt Sheena? Who else is on? Guys, please type in the comments. Tell me who you are so I can greet you. Hello, hello. I've been MIA for a minute with very good reason. I'll give some people a chance to hop on, and then I'll tell you all what I've been up to lately, what I've been doing, what's been going on in my life, and everything in between. Y'all doing okay? Hello, Janelle. Happy holidays. Thank you very much, and thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Cool. I bought myself some flowers, y'all. I'm gonna see if y'all can see them. Like, I'm going to start doing this. Like, y'all see my flowers? Aren't they beautiful? I bought them the other day. I actually bought them so that I could put them in the bath when I take like a bath for the full moon that's coming this week. But they're beautiful. Like, I just want to actually stare at them. Like, they're so beautiful. So I think I'm going to do that for myself, like once a week. Just buy myself some flowers. It's like right now I'm learning about self-care, self-love, all of that stuff, man. I'm learning a lot about it. Embracing it more rather than learning. Embracing it more. You know, if we can do these things for other people, how come we can't do them for ourselves, you know? Andrea Smith, thank you for joining. Good evening. I think you might be in the States, so if you're in the States, I would like to say good evening and thank you for joining my live. Do y'all do anything for yourselves? Like, how do y'all care for yourselves? Put it in the comments. Type it in the comments. Tell me how you care for yourself. If you do not, then start thinking about it. You know, we have New Year's resolutions and everything. We're at that time, you know. So tell me, like, what are you currently doing to care for yourself? Or what would you like to do to care for yourself? For me, the flowers every once a week, something that I'm going to do. Something else, self-care that I like to do, and I've actually been posting it lately too. Self-care, for me, singing on the karaoke app, like that's my thing. Like when I tell y'all I love singing on the karaoke app, I remember, was it just a year ago? Like a year ago, a little over a year ago, I used to be in my home and I used to like sing in secret because I'm like so shy and everything, but I used to wait until like everyone was gone and then I would get the karaoke machine and just be singing my heart out, you know what I mean? And I've grown and I'm gaining confidence within myself and being more comfortable with myself and in my skin, and I've been singing with other people and then I'm able to share that. Like it's cool, like just growing. Let's see, Janelle, my eyebrows and my feet. Yes. I don't do my eyebrows. I do my feet sometimes. But yes, like, do for you. You know what I mean? And when you get it done, you're probably just like, nice. I don't know if it's like that, but you probably feel really refreshed and relaxed. You know what I mean? So that's good. Very good, Janelle. Andrea, how are you? Brandy, thank you for joining. Right now, I'm not talking about anything deep right now. I'm just talking about self-care. Like, how do we care for ourselves? Because we often care for everyone else and we kind of like neglect ourselves. So anything that you are doing to care for yourself, if not, what can you do to care for yourself starting today, starting right now, and going into the new year and continuing? So who is on? If you are on this live, please type in the comments. Tell me who you are so that I can give you an appropriate greeting. Happy holidays, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your holiday. I enjoyed my holiday. Oh my gosh. I'm 12 hours ahead of y'all, right? When I tell you I enjoyed my holiday, I'm going to get into that later. Into this live. I just kind of want to greet everyone and say hello, see what's going on with y'all. Levi, thank you for joining. Good evening. How are you? I hope you give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed your holiday. Give me a thumbs down if you did not enjoy it. And it's okay to not enjoy your holiday. Let's see. Brandy, this is regarding self-care. Yep. Ever since I was diagnosed with lupus, I have been very, very intentional about my rest. Not being or feeling guilty about doing nothing. Absolutely. I hope you are managing your health in a way that is that works for you first, Brandy. And also the fact that you are okay with allowing your body to recharge and not feel guilty, like that's very important, because we were raised in a society that tells you have to go, keep. If you're not doing something, then you're being lazy, you know what I mean? But it's like you said, it's okay to just not do anything. Like, I also need to learn that and stuff, because even like I feel guilty sometimes. I feel like, oh, I didn't do anything productive. You know what I mean? I like to be productive, but when I'm not, I feel bad. So thank you for sharing that with us and being a light bulb for me to say it's okay to not do anything, you know, because I have some things on my agenda for today that I need to take care of. The procrastinator in me is like, but maybe you can do that later. So I might actually follow what you're saying right now, Brandy, today, and use that later today. So thank you very much. And I'm glad you are able to take that time and not feel guilty. And another point on top of that is that you are establishing a healthy boundary with others for others to respect that boundary and to give you that space and that time that you need to do absolutely nothing. So that, I commend you. That's super awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Brandy. All right, be safe, be blessed with everything in your life. Thank you so much. I love your energy and your spirit. Thank you so much. You always have amazing and wonderful and encouraging things to say, and I thank you. Thank you very much. Linda, thank you for joining. Good evening. Good evening. Sometimes when I try to read the comments and there's more, it's harder to, like when I click see more, it does not work. So happy holidays, Linda. Thank you. I hope you and your family have and are enjoying the holidays. And I wish you all a prosperous new year. All of you, actually. I have halted eating meat, which used to make me very tired. Now I listen to my body or it will force me to. Rest is productive. Absolutely, yes. You are making a lot of points, a lot of great points, Brandy. Eating meat, that's super awesome. I began to cut meat out. I've incorporated it back into my diet so fast, but it's okay. The point that I really like that you made is listen to your body, because your body will tell you exactly what you need. And as you mentioned, if you're just ignoring your body and you keep going, or whatever it may be, eating the things that your body rejects, then your body will force you to sit down and rest, whether it be just complete exhaustion, total exhaustion, whether it be you have a cold or a flu or anything like that. You have to listen to your body. Very, very great, Brandy. Yes, Brandy, awesome stuff. Thank you. Let's see, what else do we have here? Hold on. No, I'm trying to, I don't really know. All right, let's see. All right, happy holidays. Wait, that was Janelle. No, no. Okay, yeah. Janelle, Brandy, that's good. And yes, rest, yes, absolutely, yes. It's kind of hard to keep up with all the comments. Hey, Levi, good to see you. I love your your emoji, super cute. So yeah, happy holidays, everybody. I hope everybody is well. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready for 2020 to be over. Is anyone ready for 2020 to be over? I used to be like, yeah, I'm ready for it to be over, but I don't know. A part of me is ready for it to be over and excited. Yeah. Yeah. And another part is like 2021. What's going on? How we doing? I am ready for 2021, and it's pretty much here. I see a lot of change for myself and for all of us in the upcoming year, and I believe I'm glad. Janelle said it wasn't bad for me though. I'm glad. I believe 2020 was a preparation for what's to come 2021 and moving forward. Our lives have changed on a personal and a global and a collective perspective, you know what I mean? Life is changing. I don't think it will be any more of what we have known it to be, like the way that we do things, like online schooling. I mean, that's the way of the future, somehow, one way. Yes. Janelle says, I found so much about myself. Me too. Like, if y'all are on my channel, even here, I share some of my very vulnerable moments. Like, I believe 2020, with the lockdown and everything, it forced us, like Brandy said, if you don't listen, we will be forced. This lockdown, it's been bad in a lot of ways, but when we look at it from a different perspective, it did actually force us to sit with ourselves and look deep within ourselves and conduct an inventory of the people, places, and things within our lives that may or may not serve us. If it does serve us, then we need to do more of it. If it does not serve us, then we need to make a conscious effort to actually part ways with it. So that has taught me a lot. Like 2020 has, like you said, revealed. Yeah, 2020 has revealed a lot to me, and I'm truly grateful. Like going through it, it's like a lot of it was very excruciating, and some of it still is. It's a process, and you have to allow things to take its process and allow the course to flow. It's been some stuff though. Like it's been some stuff for real. Give me a thumbs up if you feel the same way. And type in the comments. What is one thing that's a lot of let me actually move this. This is the sage. Type in the comments. Tell me one thing that 2020 has taught you. Oh, this is a lot. Like I told y'all in my other lives that this sage is very potent. Like it's real. I'm trying to move it out the way. Brandy, definitely agree with Janelle. Yeah, it's taught us a lot. For me, 2020 taught me Brandy said patience. Yeah. Patience is very important. I'm learning that. For me, 2020 taught me you are your team. Like you are your team. You are your team. You are your team. And your team is up here. You know what I mean? Like no longer can we rely on anything outside of ourselves simply because we have everything within ourselves. Like everything that we need is all within this right here, all within this being. And if we do not actually have it, then all of this up here, I'm old, my shoulder just cracked. But all of this up here around us, surrounding us, they know how to give us exactly what we need, when we need it, in order to do what we need to do. So like, for 36 years of my life, I've always relied on people, places, and things to I guess you could say complete me, you know what I mean? And because it took 36 years to develop that thought process, it does not happen overnight where you deprogram from it. However, I have an awareness, and when you are able to create that awareness within yourself, that's half the battle right there. Once you have that awareness, then you can really make the conscious effort to change things and to just try to make things better for you. So yeah, Janelle, 2020 has taught me it is okay to let go and start over. Oh my gosh, Janelle, yes. Yes. No, but seriously, yeah, like I did just that. I did just that. 2019, I let go of a lot. Let go. I conducted an inventory of my life, and my perspective on things changed. And I was able, it really started, I don't know if it started, it actually started internally. One thing before I get to that point, things start internally. Like a lot of times we think that if something has manifested externally outside of us, then it's just that. However, things really, it's like from the inside out. Like however we feel on the inside or whatever we're doing internally, our vibration and our frequency is able to externalize that, you know what I mean, and provide us with circumstances and things of that nature. Oh, that makes sense. I know y'all know what I'm pretty much trying to say. But yeah, like I resigned from my job. I took a lot of pride. I had a lot of pride. And pride is one thing that 2020 taught me too. Still have some pride, But for the most part, like a lot of that pride, yeah, it's like, nah, you don't serve me. But yeah, like I resigned from my job, and like when a lot of things are associated with our job when you think about it. Like how we think about ourselves can be associated with our job. There are tangible things that are associated with our job, and like the monetary things. What can we obtain because we have that income, and because the money's coming in? We have these desires within the external world. So with the job comes along the house, you know what I mean? And you may have a big house, you may have a little house, whatever, but your house is associated with that. People allow the house to define them. Your car is associated with that. A car is transportation to get you from point A to B. But if you are bringing in a substantial amount of money, then and you're into cars and stuff, then you can get an expensive car. So that's something that can define you based on your job if you are looking at it from that perspective. You know what I mean? We like to acquire things based on, I guess you could say, level of income, whether we have it or whether we not, because that's something else. When we try to keep up with the Joneses, we may not have it, but we don't want that person to be better than us. So, but that's something totally different. I say all of this because I resigned from my job with no backup plan, meaning I had like no income. So resigning from my job, I had a home. I parted ways with the home. Yeah, parted ways with the home, like the vehicle, and realized that I had a different path that I wanted to take in life. So therefore, I started from scratch. And it is way beyond the job and the house. You know what I mean? I started from scratch, and as I have started from scratch, I am learning more. I continue to learn about myself, and I continue to grow. And a lot of times we build on faulty foundation, and it may not even be a faulty foundation, but it is a foundation that served its purpose up until that point. However, as you grow, learn, and evolve, then you are able to let go of that foundation and build a new foundation that is more in alignment with who you are and what you are. So yeah, I feel like I'm blabbing. Brandy, I have to get off to get something, but please notify me whenever. Absolutely. Thank you, Brandy, if you haven't left already. Yeah. Tiffany, thank you for joining. Tamara, thank you for joining. Karen, thank you for joining. Hello, Tamara, how are you? I was a retreat. Yeah, I want to get into the retreat. I just wanted to chit chat a little bit. So I am going to actually talk about the retreat. How are you, Tamara? I'm good. The kids left and took all the cookies. Well, that's good. They should. They look really yummy when you were baking them. All right, so the retreat. So, guys, I was about to call y'all friends because I call my students friends. We call our students friends. I was about to call y'all friends. Guys, I went on a retreat. Right now, I'm on a holiday. So, holiday's vacation. I'm on vacation for 2 weeks. Yep, that made them. Yep, they made them. And we are them with Cool Whip. Oh, made them with Cool Whip. Put Cool Whip on top of them. That sounds really, really good. Okay. So, yeah, I went on a retreat and it was super amazing. I'm actually about to tell you guys about it. But I have some pictures and stuff, and what I would really, really like to do. Okay, I figured that out. I figured that out, Tamara. What I would really like to do is just because I did not use my phone a lot, simply because it was like a silent retreat. So I did not use my phone a lot. I do have some pictures, and I want to make a video and post it on my YouTube channel, but I'll just tell you guys a little bit about my experience. And yeah, it was amazing. For one, forgive me if I am not pronouncing this correctly. So the retreat, it was about an hour from me. I'm actually in the city of Chiang Mai, right? So it's about an hour from me. I was able to, I received transportation from my place to the retreat center and back home, which was really nice. Wamarn of Yard 5, forgive me. Wamarn of Yard 5 Madden, okay? So, can y'all see that? I will probably put something in the comments here, like if y'all want more information. I went on a retreat, okay? For those of you that are just joining, I went on a retreat. I'm in Thailand, for those of you that do not know. So the retreat is actually here in Thailand. It's in Chiang Mai. It's in the mountains. It was a silent retreat, semi-silent retreat, okay? Beautiful in the mountains, away from, like, there's traffic and stuff here and pollution, all of that. Like, it was none of that where I was, and that's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I desired. Like, I remember coming on this live telling y'all, and I made a video about it too, that like I was trying to find somewhere to go in order to unplug from everything. And I was talking to my spirit team, like, hey, spirit, help me out, come through, what's going on? Can y'all show me where I need to stay? And they came through, and I found a place, and I found the ad through Airbnb. And as I mentioned before, it was in like the tagline, like the subject line was healing hut in the jungle over a flowing river. So I was pretty much sold on that. Weather in the mountains. What is the weather in the mountains? It is cold. It was cold in the mountains. Well, it's cold in the morning and at night, but during the day it's really nice. Like, I'm in Chiang Mai, kind of. I'm not like in the mountains. I'm in the city, but the mountains are not far. But it's probably like 85 is probably the high today. So it was just a bit cooler in the mountains where I actually spent my time. So yeah, Mother Nature, like the trees, like clean air, clean breath, all of that good stuff. It was amazing. I was in a hut, and that was, I enjoyed my time there. That was my first time, like, actually sleeping, like, I guess you could say, that close to outside, because even as a child, as a young adult, I've never been camping or anything like that. So this was like a new experience for me altogether, and I enjoyed it from start to finish. The interesting, really interesting parts for me, outside of the abundance of nature, just being able to just be in or outside of the hut and hear the flowing water. Like, there was literally a flowing river right there, right outside. So I was able to just connect and get away from all this other stuff. Tamika and Joyce, thank you for joining. Thank you. But yeah, I'm talking about the retreat that I just came back from, guys. So yeah, it was really nice to be able to get away from all of this. I'm pointing to the traffic. You can't see, but the traffic is that way. But just everything that boggles us down with the day-to-day hustle and bustle, So I went to the retreat. I arrived. Nayana is the host. Hello, Unchoice. Nayana is the host. When I tell you, Nayana is super amazing. Like, her energy. Yes, I'm reading the comments. Her energy was super amazing, super light, loving. Like, she took care of me. Her and her family, they all took care of me while I was there. Like, I was greeted with a nice snack. The purpose of this retreat was to for a soul detox program. What is a soul detox program? Okay. the short version of a soul detox program. Let me actually tell you what I needed, the reason why I wanted to do this, why I participated in this, and then that'll probably, I guess, make more sense. So for me, I have a lot of trauma built up within me. I have the trauma is childhood trauma. It's conditioning from generational patterns. You know what I mean? What our parents said, what our grandparents said, tells us, great grandparents, ancestors, all that stuff. You have to do things this way, and this is the only way to do it, even if it does not work for you. You know, that type of conditioning of what society tells you need to do in life. You know what I mean? As you know, I have just done a complete 360 on my life, and the way that I started from scratch. You know what I mean? Really good corporate, safe and secure corporate job, nice house, and I'm doing something totally different now. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't fulfilled in what I was doing and the lifestyle that I was living at that time. You know what I mean? So I said, let me try to do something different. So this retreat actually was able to help me to go deep, continue to go deep, because I've started to go deep and peel the layers in order to find out who I am, what makes me happy, and all that good stuff, and all of the bad things that help me grow. You know what I mean? The purpose of this retreat was to go down below the surface and figure out, how do I continue on this healing path in order to just become better and become more true to myself, who I am, what I love, and how to manifest my desires in this 3D realm. So that's pretty much why I wanted to do this retreat. So yeah, I went there, 3 meals provided every day. When I tell you I ate so well, like meals, snacks, organic, everything, like, a part of me is like, why did you come back? Like, why did you come back? Like, I still wish I was there. Like, and I was actually there on Christmas Day too, and I'll tell y'all about that in a little bit. But yeah, so there was minimal talking, because a part of the retreat, there were like meditative services, you know. Nayana is actually a guide, a spiritual guide, a coach, to help you to navigate through the journey of healing. I guess that's the best way I can put it. Like, there are many healing modalities that she is able to use, and each modality is tailored to the actual client, student, what have you. So a couple of things that we engaged in were breath work. Breath work is something we breathe in and out every day. How many times a day? Write in the comments, how many breaths do we take a day? I have no idea. I'm not going to count. But to be more aware and to be conscious of your breath. When you inhale and when you exhale, how should you inhale? How should you exhale? When you are inhaling, what are you inhaling? What are you exhaling? As you're inhaling and exhaling, what is your body doing? Like, just to be aware of these things and to stop or to minimize the racing thoughts, you know what I mean? And to just be present. She told me about your 5 senses. How do we take our 5 senses for granted a lot, you know what I mean? But how are we using our 5 senses within our day-to-day life? Are we using our 5 senses to be present? You know, you can use your 5 senses in this time right now to be present. What are you smelling right now? What do you hear right now? What do you taste right now? So forth and so on. So she assisted me with that, you know, just learning how to be present, especially in moments of stress. 'Cause I feel that. So yeah, that's something that I can integrate into my daily life. The meditation, being present, something that I really, really enjoyed. Enjoyed is an interesting word to use. As I've mentioned in this video, other videos and videos on my channel, I have a lot of childhood trauma. You know what I mean? Things that have taken place in my childhood that, yeah, some things happened in my childhood. Some of y'all, give me a thumbs up if things happened to y'all in your childhood. How about we take a little pause right there, and then I'll get into one of the activities that Nyana assisted me with during the retreat. Give me a thumbs up if you have childhood trauma, Janelle. Okay, yeah. Like, we cannot be ashamed of our childhood trauma. A lot of times we are faced with childhood trauma, and the family's like, shh, don't tell anybody, keep it a secret. But like, the reality is we all go through it, we all experience it. Some maybe just more than others, you know what I mean? So thank you guys for participating in that poll. But anyway, I also like to know that you guys are just still with me, because it's a little awkward for me to just be talking. But thank you very much. But yeah, something that we did is Nyana and her analogies, like her analogies were just so dope. Like, when I tell you they're so dope, because like my background is in IT, so there are certain ways, certain terms that I understand, so forth and so on. So she was able to break down a lot of this spiritual knowledge, and it doesn't even have to be all spiritual. Just this, she was able to take this wisdom, bring it down, and present analogies and ways and terms and context that I actually understand and can relate to. So kudos to Nyana on so many levels. But something that we did was she explained life as a movie. Life is a movie. There can be two parts of the movie, depending on each individual's path, okay? There can be an unconscious part, you know what I mean? And then there can be the conscious part. Now, the conscious part is when you are able to see things from a different perspective, maybe outside of what you were taught, what you were told. Maybe you have a higher or a different understanding or a higher perspective of the way that things are. The conscious part is, if I had to simplify it, it would be like an awakening, you know what I mean? Literally, like consciousness, you know what I mean? Literally being aware, okay? So the unconscious part of my life has been 36 years of this life, you know what I mean? It was maybe 30, when I was 35 is when I started realizing that, hey, things need to change. Things aren't what they should be. I need some help. I need to make some changes within myself. You know what I mean? I started to hold myself accountable for how I do things within my life, and understanding cause and effect, and not trying to blame someone else for how things have transpired in my life. Okay, back to the retreat. So Nyana explained my life as a movie, two parts of a movie. Right now I'm working on the conscious part of my movie, because I am more aware. But with the unconscious part of my movie, between birth and 35-ish, she told me, think about your movie. I had to think about this for like a day or two. I had to think about a lot of things between birth, 1984, and up until now, you know what I mean? She said, think about every event that you can remember in your life, every event that has transpired, every person in your life. Everyone has played a role in your life, and oftentimes life is cause and effect. So with cause and effect, if this happened to you, there's a reason that it happened. One, try to look at it from a different perspective. Maybe look at it from the other person's perspective and see how they felt or what they were experiencing in order for them to do that to you. Like, okay, Janelle said deep. Yes, very deep, because a lot of times, and I do this, I've done this, and I am aware. I was able to observe myself and become aware that I have played victim in many circumstances within my life, you know. And we're taught, like, no excuse. I hold myself, like, I like to hold myself accountable. I've played victim when I just should not play victim. Like, I played a role. Looking at things from a different perspective, I've learned several things. I have an understanding, a clearer understanding of many things. My childhood trauma, cause and effect. Me personally, this may be a little deep. I don't know. If you do not believe this, that's fine. But this is just my belief. I do believe in reincarnation. I do believe in past lives. So I wanted to just put that out there because, yes, the subconscious mind is a powerful thing. Absolutely. Thank you, Reve. Yes, very much so. Yeah. So I believe a couple of things. I experienced childhood trauma. I've had some heavy stuff, and that childhood trauma made me really closed. That childhood trauma had me experiencing heartbreak, not being able to forgive. That's something. My heart has been heavy. My heart has been heavy, and if you suppress all of that and you don't deal with it, your heart becomes heavy. You can become cold. You shut people out. People cannot come in, and it's just not good. So back to the movie. One of my main takeaways from my movie is people did the best that they could do with what they knew at the time. I am wholeheartedly understanding of that. Like, people do the best they can. Like, they do the best they can. We need to accept people for where they are in their journey. We as people judge. We're quick to judge. Oh, if you don't know this, or you don't do that, or you're not here, how come I'm here and you're there? You need to be here, and blah, blah, blah. All that nonsense. We need to accept people for where they are in their journey. That's something else that I have learned and that I'm working on. Forgiveness is something that I'm still working through, but forgiveness, there was actually, Nyana conducted a forgiveness ceremony with me. And when I tell you about my trauma, like from birth up until now, that's 36 years of forgiveness. But the ceremony, because I believe in past lives, the ceremony was beyond this physical life right now, this current present life right now. So she even opened my eyes to things that I could have done in a past life that may have been less than kind, or in which others may have done to me in a past life that may have been less than kind. So with the forgiveness, just to ask for forgiveness for anything that I have done that has been less than kind to others, that may have hurt others or angered others, and to forgive others as they did the best that they could. They may have known, they may not have known, but that forgiveness, because forgiveness is a beautiful thing. Forgiveness is not so much for the other person, but for you. And I actually wrote 2 letters while I was there. One to my father. I'm about to cry. But like, one to my father, because like, when I was a child, I used to say, like, as kids, period. But when I was a child, I used to say things just to hurt. Like, I used to say things to hurt and cut deep, because if I was hurting, oh, you're going to feel my pain too. Oh, you're going to feel my pain too. So, like, I've said things that were less than kind, and I know it hurt deep, so I had to, thank you. Thank you, Tamara. So, like, I wrote my dad a letter, like, yeah, forgive me, like, forgive me. I know better now. I know you did the best that you could with what you had at the time. I explained to him that I understand projection, you know what I mean? Projection is something that's passed down and passed down and passed down. Like, I told him that I also forgive him for anything that may have affected or impacted me in a way that may have not been the greatest. I also gave him a lot of shout outs and kudos, because when I tell y'all, all of my school events, all of my concerts, I played in the band, I was in the chorus, and those concerts, we sound bad. Like, like we sound bad. Like when we're little and we think we sound good and we think we doing the damn thing. But now our parents are probably just like, when is this over? So like I told them, like, dude, not dude, but like, you were there for all of my concerts, you know what I mean? Like, all of them. I know they were probably the worst, but you showed up, and that meant everything to me for you to actually be there, because there are a lot of kids that did not have their father there. So like, thank you. That has molded me, that has shaped me. Basketball games, same thing. Like, he was there. Something else I shared with him is, I remember running up to you when you used to come home from work and just hugging you. I love, like, I was a daddy's girl. I was a daddy's girl. I'm telling you, I was a daddy's girl. And I told him, like, I know a lot of kids would be envious because I was blessed with the opportunity to run up to my dad and hug him every day after he got home from work. So like, we need to remember the good times and the good memories, and go down memory lane with the good things, because I hadn't let him know how much I value those memories, you know, and sometimes it's the simple things, and he probably never knew. And I'm glad that I had the opportunity to actually tell him and express my gratitude to him for what he's done in my life, because we often focus on the bad things, you know what I mean? But I told him, with the bad things, they shaped me, they allowed me to grow, they've molded me into who I am. And I'm just understanding of things on a whole another level. Like, I'm not that bratty kid or selfish and me, you know what I mean? Like, I see things from a different perspective. And that was one letter that I wrote, and I actually I emailed it. There was another letter that I wrote. I haven't I haven't emailed that one. I think that maybe at a later date, but I think that's just more for me right now. But similar concept is, these are the good times that I value. These are the opportunities that I was able to grow from. I hold myself accountable for this, that, and the other, and I forgive you for this, that, and the other. And yeah, that forgiveness, going back to the retreat, having that time to reflect. This retreat it provided me the opportunity to reflect on my life and who I am, how things have transpired, and how do I look at things from a different perspective, instead of playing the role of the victim. All of that stuff shaped me. All of that stuff made me exactly who I am today. Like, I would not be here had any of those things not happened. Like, just one single thing, had it not happened, I would not be here right now where I am and talking to you all, had one of those things not happened. So in the grand scheme of things, we may have like challenging times and moments. Allow it to help you grow. Try to look at the lesson. It's hard to look at the lesson when we're in it, because we have these human emotions, and we feel anger, sadness, pain. We feel, you know, we are beings with feelings. So it can be challenging at times. Let's try to look at it from a different perspective, because we can really learn and grow from it. Excuse me. Being at this retreat with Nayana has helped me drastically, like, to give me that time and that space to reflect. And she just poured so much wisdom. That woman is wise. She's very wise, and her approach is, even if it's something that you do not want to hear, it is something that you need to hear. And not just that you need to hear, but your soul needs to hear. Like, she understands you on like a soul level, you know what I mean? It was really deep. It was very empowering, I will say, at the least. I really, really enjoyed the retreat. Nayana provides services also. of course, it's best to go if you could actually get there, because it's just beautiful. It's just like, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Nature, like nature is healing. Mother Earth is healing. Like, I honestly believe that, like, just being in nature and taking in nature is more healing than taking a pill. You know what I mean? Because when you think about it, like, our ancestors were able to heal without all of this medicine and stuff like that. But I'm not going to get into all of that. that's another live or another video. But yeah, just it's healing. It's healing. So I was glad that I was able to not only take advantage of not take advantage, but really learn from, one, being physically on the retreat site, which was amazing, an abundance of nature. Like, I would just sit out in the sun gaze. I would sit by the river. I actually walked in the river. That sounds so funny. That was my first time actually walking in a river. Like, as a kid, I wasn't exposed to nature. If you have children, if you are around children, expose these kids to nature. They need to know about nature. Nature is so healing. It's healing. Like, expose these children to nature. That's one thing that we can really do to help and to nurture and to heal our children, is to exposing them to nature. Yeah, and also to take advantage of just the healing service. I don't like to say take advantage of. Also to gain and learn from the healing services provided by Nyana. So she has a website, MissNyana.com. She offers remote services also, and there's she also has a Facebook page where she does circles, and you can hop on live at a specified time and just see what she's talking about, see what she's about, see what the energy is like. And I mean, hopefully, if it's for you, your soul will lead you there and you can grow from it. So even if you are unable to really get to Thailand due to the lockdown and everything, you can still take advantage of the website, the Facebook Live, so forth and so on. So it's MissNyana.com, MissNayana.com. Definitely check her out. Yes, I just saw that comment. Yes, so let me spell it again. My comments are delayed. www.MissNayana.com. Yes, definitely check her out. Like, I learned so much. Like, I learned so much, and I'm just grateful to be able to just learn so many things, because this is a lifetime full of conditioning, full of trauma, like, and we unconsciously allow that to weigh us down in life. I felt lighter. Like, day 2, day 3, I felt much lighter. The mind, body, and spirit. Perfect. Yes. Can y'all please go to the website to make sure that it works? And I mean that I spelled it right. Not that it works, but that I spelled it. Y'all on point. Thank you, Tab and Reve. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, something Christmas. This was my first Christmas away from home. You know what I mean? And I did not really know how it would be, how it would go. Awesome. Thank you. Yes. Thank y'all for putting that in the comments. Thank you so very much. I truly appreciate y'all. Yes. That river video. Yep, that's the river that I was walking in. Catfish too. Catfish, let me tell you. Like, so much happened. Like, so much transpired while I was there. Yes. She's such a peaceful being, peaceful soul. Catfish. Telling you her analogies. So towards the end of my retreat, you know, she had done the forgiveness ceremony with me. I looked at my video, you know what I mean, reprocess the video, looking at things from a different perspective. So I believe this is a Buddhist tradition where you have fish, and a lot of times they're sold to be eaten, you know what I mean? Or they're caught to be eaten. So there was a bucket with fish. I think that's right. And I am the fish, the way that it was presented to me, in which I completely understand. The fish is used to only being in a certain environment, you know what I mean? All that it knows, the fish is in a very small, confined space. Like, the whole world is something. I feel like I'm blabbing. I hope y'all following exactly what I'm saying now. The fish were in a very confined space, right? So my job was to release the fish into the river, okay? Just as with my life, I have known my life, I have lived my life the way that I have lived it for 36 years in this one particular way, with limiting views, limiting thought patterns, so forth and so on. So much conditioning, you know what I mean? So it's about deprogramming. So I was responsible for releasing the fish into the river, which is flowing, constantly flowing. They may experience some hurdles or some bumps. Thank you, Rebecca. They may experience some hurdles or some bumps. They may go into a rock, you know what I mean? I don't know what to do. But the water will guide them. And this is exactly how she explained it to me. The water will guide them and send them on the path that they are meant to be on. Very symbolic as far as me with going outside of my comfort zone, going outside, moving beyond my conditioning. You know what I mean? We are conditioned to a lot. And as I release the fish, I'm able to release myself to this universe, to the possibilities, because the possibilities are endless. I may experience some obstacles, some hurdles, but know, trust, believe, and have faith that everything will be exactly what it needs to be. Like, I am guided by myself and my higher self, by a spirit team of angels and guides and ancestors. It's a new world. Like, I'm able to look at life with a fresh set of eyes, and that was the symbolism between actually releasing the fish into the river, because you're being released into the unknown, but with hope, trust, faith, everything will work out, and it will be as it needs to be. So that's something else I learned. I received a notebook also, and I have a couple of notes that I just want to just some points of my to-do list of being my to-do list to integrate once I got back home. So I'm going to read this, and then I'll tell you all about my Christmas. All right. So my to-do list is to be the observer of Tia. Take a deep breath before thinking, speaking, and acting. Balancing, being true to you while not offending others. Everyone is playing A in their role. 1, their role is a projection and has nothing to do with you. Or B, or number 2, their role is a reflection of what is inside of you, and it needs to be evaluated. Oh, that's something that that's deep for me, because I take things personal. If somebody doesn't like me, it's like, how could you not like me? I'm so nice, I'm so kind. How could you not like me? It may not even be me. It could be them. Or it could be an insecurity within me, and it's being projected onto them. So number 5, lose expectations of self and others. That was pointed out to me, that I have high expectations. My high expectations stem from having high expectations of myself. You know what I mean? And it could also stem from, as a child, high expectations being placed upon me. So either way, lose the expectations. Like, get rid of the expectations, because when you have expectations, 9 times out of 10 you'll get disappointed anyway. So just lose them altogether. Number 6, be patient and gentle with self and others. Same thing with the expectations. Like, you just have to be patient. For me, I can be patient with others. I'm more patient with others than I am with myself. I can still be more patient with others, understand where they are within their journey. It doesn't even have to be a spiritual journey. It could just be their journey in life. It could be something as simple as being patient with my student, and if I'm trying to explain a concept and they may not get it, you know what I mean? You have to have that patience. So the patience, it doesn't have to be like on a spiritual or anything like that. It could just be everyday stuff. You know, and myself, to be patient with myself. I'm working on it. 7, show up authentically. And stop hiding and being afraid to connect with others. Oh, that's a big one too. That's a big one for me. I'm showing up more of myself. Like, I'm just going to speak Ebonics. I be scared, yo. I be scared to show who I am. It's not that I'm like, it's not like I'm bad or anything. I mean, there are things that are bad about me, but it's not like, I think that confidence and that fear, you know what I mean? Like, I allow fear to take over in some situations. So therefore, like, I may not just show you all of me. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, that's just what it is. Like, for example, like, I like to sing, but you probably don't know I like to sing, especially if I don't really know you that well. So, like, those are just ways that I need to stop hiding myself. If I have something valuable to say, like the things that I say to you all, I don't really just say that to any and every one. Like, I got to feel comfortable in order to really show the real me. And if I have something valuable to share, person on the street may not get it. I'm thinking about how I'll be judged. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's crazy. But that's that conditioning and deprogramming that I'm working on. Allow others to teach you and listen. Yeah. I don't know it all. I do not have all the answers. So it is perfectly fine to just allow others to talk and speak. Allow others to speak and for me to listen. Be flexible and have fun. Yeah, I have a tendency of being rigid. So it's okay to be flexible and not adhere to the rules, to my own rules, self-imposed rules and limits, and also have fun. Sometimes I'm afraid of having fun. It sounds so crazy. But do not be afraid to have fun. One more. This is the last one. I observed, while I was sitting by the river, I observed a bird walking from rock to rock as opposed to flying across. You know what I mean? In my mind, I'm like, why is he just jumping from one rock to the next? It was probably about 10 rocks, and he was just walking from one to the other. You know what I mean? But the moral of the story is, do not rush and enjoy the journey. So, like, yeah, he could have flown to the rock over there, but it's like he was able to just appreciate he or she was able to appreciate everything that was right there in front of him or her and just enjoy it. You know what I mean? There's no need to rush, so enjoy the journey. So yeah, that is about my retreat, my Christmas. I'm just gonna talk about Christmas really quick, and then I guess I can open it up if y'all have anything, or yeah, we'll see at that point. So Christmas, I'm 12 hours ahead of y'all, so Christmas was a little early for me. How was my Christmas? My Christmas was amazing. I woke up, I don't really remember, because I'm trying to flash back. Hello, Tony. How you doing, Tony? Hey, Aunt Joyce. He's probably like so grown now. All right, so Christmas. I went to a hot spring too, which was really nice. I don't know if that was on Christmas Day. I don't think that was on Christmas Day. But the hot spring was really nice where you get in like there's like this it's mineral water and you sit in like a tub for like 15 minutes. It's really hot. You can make it however hot or cold you want it. Then you just sit and soak and take in the minerals, and the minerals are able to cleanse you and detox you. Then you hop in a cold shower for about 15 minutes, hop back in. So I enjoyed that also. And Christmas Day, Nyana has a daughter, 9-year-old daughter, super amazing, super cool, super funny. Like when I tell y'all I have 2 left feet, like I have no dance moves at all, like none. It's funny because I was in marching band in high school, and those dance routines were hard for me. Like they were hard for me. But anyway, so Nyana's daughter is like, hey, let's do a show. Let's do a show, you know, for since tonight is your last night, let's go ahead and do a show. So I'm like, all right, bet. I have 2 left feet, but I'm gonna try to give it a try, you know. So we came up with the routine together. We actually, the song was Beyonce, Who Runs the World. Girls, can y'all imagine me dancing to that? That was a perfect song for me to get in touch with my feminine energy. It was funny. It was funny. It was so funny. But on a serious note, like, yeah, we did Who Runs the World. We had a whole dance routine. We were doing our thing and everything. It was fire. It was so much fire. Like, we enjoyed it. I didn't see the video, but I had so much fun, and it allowed me to get in touch with my kid self, with my inner child. Like, I needed every bit of that just to be free, to not worry about if I'm messing up. Or it doesn't have to be perfect here. Just have fun, and I had fun with it. We also, we did a barbecue, so that was super cool. That was like my first time doing like a Thai-style barbecue, and shabu too. That's something in Thailand, like a first time of everything, a lot of things that I had a first. The barbecue was nice to be able to sit around, and it was like a small circle of just us, and just to share stories and that togetherness, that community, like that sense of family. I remember I made a video on my YouTube, like why Thailand, and one of the reasons was that sense of community, because I know that Thais, they value and place a lot of emphasis on family, and like that's true. And I so wholeheartedly felt that. And on Christmas Day, it was just amazing. And like I expressed to Nyana, like, thank you for sharing your family with me. She's like, there's no separation, and that's a huge difference between the Western world and the Eastern world. Like, yeah, there's truly no separation. And to be by the fire, I lit my first fire. There's a fire pit. I'm scared of fire. It's crazy because my sun sign is Aries and I'm a fire sign, but I'm scared of fire. I stay away from matches because I always think I'm gonna get burned. I normally use like the torch, like the long torch lighter, because fire scares me. But I actually started the fire. Like, I didn't build it, put it all together, but I lit it and started it up. You know, that was cool. And yeah, we had tea every night by the fire, and the stars. Oh, I don't know why I looked up. When I tell you, to see the moon and the stars from the mountain, that view was amazing. It was just magical. Like, everything was magical, just all around. Nyana, her husband, her daughter, and Fai, like amazing, beautiful souls, all of them. And I am grateful that I had the opportunity to be able to connect with Mother Nature, connect with myself, connect with my inner child, and connect with the woman that I am becoming and the woman that I will be. Like, and to look at how it is all connected. again, everything that has transpired in my life has needed to take place, because had it not, I would not be right here. I do not regret one single person, place, or thing that I have done in my life. None of it. I can't even say, had I not done that, this would not. I can't, because I needed it all. Like, I'm grateful, because they were all my teachers. They were all lessons for me to be where I am right now. I am grateful. Like, I'm grateful. I had an amazing Christmas, surrounded by really good vibes, energy, people. I want that video. Because it was like, I'm going to just show y'all a little bit. Because she's shorter, because she's 9. She was like in the front, and I'm like in the back. And she's like kneeling down. And we're like, who's run the world, girls? Who run the world, girls? Who run the world, girls? Like, it was dope. When I tell y'all, it was so dope. Like, can y'all imagine me just doing a whole little dance routine with 2 left feet? Nah, but it was a lot of fun. It was like, I'm grateful for that opportunity. So, I think I'm going to open this up. Maisha, Tony Battle, thank you for joining. I don't know why I said your last name, Tony. Thank you for joining. Tony, have you looked up ATL flights yet? Places to live in ATL? What is going on? Any questions or comments? Questions or comments? Joyce, did you enjoy your holiday? Who is on here? 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 Come on, guys. What's going on? What's going on? Don't get shy now. My comments are, oh, did y'all see that bird fly through? Don't get shy now. Reve, Tamara, are y'all still here? Reve, I'm glad y'all are with me. But sometimes I just feel like I be blabbing sometimes. Sometimes I don't know if I'm conveying the message that I'm really trying. You get it. Yes, it was very nice. I'm glad. Joyce, tell everyone I said hello. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the holiday. Outfit. What did you wear for the show? Nah, I just had on the attire. Diana actually provides attire while you're on the retreat, like tie pants and a dope shirt too. I wanted one of those shirts. I'm not even gonna lie. I wanted to keep one of the shirts or buy one of the shirts. It was super cool. It was like this. This is her logo. Super cool. But yeah, no outfit. You wanted to see me in like some gold glitter leather pants or something like that. Oh my gosh. No outfit. I miss you too. I miss all of y'all, Joyce. I truly do. In due time. Singing and dancing is so freeing. Yes, singing for sure. Dancing, I don't know yet. I need to do more of it in order to feel more free. For y'all to join late, I'm like really indulging in self-care. These are the flowers that I bought for myself. I bought myself some flowers, and I think I'm going to actually do this once a week. Like, I've bought myself flowers before, but they're beautiful, and I like to look at them, and they make me smile. Well, they don't make me smile, but when I look at them, I smile. So, something else. What do you guys do for self-care? Type in the comments. Tell me one thing you do for self-care. If nothing, then tell me what you want to do for self-care. I challenge you to come up with a self-care routine. Not even a routine, but just do one thing. We had Brandy not Brandy. We have Janelle who likes to get her eyebrows and her feet done. So that's her self-care. For me, I like to sing, and I like flowers. Brandy was on earlier, and Brandy likes to be able to just take time to do absolutely nothing and not feel guilty for it. So that's something else, another form of self-care. Tamra, oh, they're beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I love them. They are so beautiful. Yeah, I love my flowers. Tamara said a massage. Absolutely. Yeah, that's something I do a lot here too. Actually, I'm gonna do it this week. I love to get massages. I actually had a massage while I was on the retreat too, which was amazing. Like, so much self-care, man, because we can put into others and we forget about ourselves. But like, nah, like, let's put that into ourselves first, and then we can be more for others. You know what I mean? I buy flowers 1 to 2 times a month too. Yes, absolutely. Yes, like that's so. Yes, I'm with you on that, Tamara. I'm about to do the same thing. Tamara says, I sing and dance. I listen to music. Yeah, I love to sing. If any of y'all like to sing, download Smule, SMULE. I have been posting some of my videos and my songs on there. We can sing together. Like, it's so much fun. Tamara and I have actually sung together. It's so much fun. Like, it's so much fun. And we don't have to do a video. You can just sing. So, like, it's not all video. You can choose if you want the video on or not. Dante, good evening, and thank you for joining, Dante. What's going on? Dante has been a blessing to my dad and I as of lately, well, period, but especially lately. I don't mean to put you on the spot, Dante, but thank you very much. We are grateful for you. Tamara, I got a therapist. Yes. Sometimes that's great too. Just talking, just having someone listen to you is therapeutic in itself. So that is a great form of self-care. Writing also, for me, I like to, Janelle, I will let you know, for me, because I like music, I write down my, I'll make a song. All right, Janelle, tell Z hello. She's like 89 now. That means you're like 185, but good night. But, yeah, I make songs. Like, something's been on my mind. I need to get it out of my mind, get it onto some paper, and make a song. Put it on a beat or something, and make a song. That's something that I really enjoy also. I also enjoy doing these lives, you know what I mean? I enjoy connecting with you guys. It's weird. Like, it's weird. All right, good night, Chanel. It's weird because I don't always like to connect with people. I guess it's a like-minded type of vibe thing that I enjoy. You know what I mean? That relatedness per se, I guess. Yeah. So what else? What's going on, guys? Type in the comments. Any questions? I enjoyed my retreat. It was ever so lovely and empowering. I had an amazing Christmas. Truly enjoyed that. Yeah, and I have 1 more week out of school, and I will be focusing on getting things in order for school and chilling. Does anybody have any more questions? If not, I'm gonna hop off and start my day. What time is it anyway? 8:45. It's getting late for y'all too. Who's on? Who is on? Don't be shy. Don't cry. Dry your eyes. All right. No more comments. No more questions. I'm hopping off. It's been real. See you next time, Unjoys. Thank you for joining. Y'all be safe, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.